The offline mute. You are a god in the group chat, but only a shadow in real life. On your phone, you are funny, you are fast, you send jokes that make people spit out their water. You are the king of memes. People think you are the life of the party. Then, they make the mistake of meeting you in real life. Suddenly, your charisma packs its bags and leaves the country. In the real world, there is no backspace key. You cannot edit what you say. This terrifies you. Faces are too high resolution. Eye contact feels like a laser beam burning your retina. You shrink into the corner. You become a shadow of your digital self. You are not being fake. You just feel like your real voice is locked behind a heavy door. Your brain is scrambling to translate thoughts into sounds, but the connection is bad. You stand there in awkward silence while your friends wonder where the funny guy went. You are a keyboard warrior who surrendered to the air. You prefer the screen because the screen doesn't stare back. But there is a hidden power here. You don't waste words. When you finally speak, people listen because it is rare. You are not empty, you are just buffered. But your silence is a vacation compared to the next brain, which is trapped in a screaming loop of its own mistakes. You are a broken speaker. The mind spinner. Your brain is a browser with 300 tabs open, and they are all frozen. Someone waves at you on the street. You wave back. Then you realize they were waving at the person behind you. Congratulations, your brain has now opened 72 mental tabs to analyze this mistake. Your thoughts spin harder than a washing machine on turbo mode. While everyone else lives in real time, you live in replay mode. You watch every interaction like it is CCTV footage from a crime documentary. You don't just overthink, you ultra-think. If life is a conversation, you have secretly written 12 scripts, rehearsed 4 responses, and still panicked when someone said, "Hi." A simple text like, "We need to talk," becomes a psychological thriller. A pause in a reply becomes a plot twist. Someone saying, "Sure," instead of "okay," becomes a sign of impending doom. Inside your head, everything means something. A glance, a shrug, a period at the end of a sentence. You decode social cues like you are diffusing a bomb. Except the bomb is your own anxiety, and the timer resets every 5 minutes. But beneath the spiral, there is a big heart. You replay everything because you care. You want to get it right. It is exhausting, but it makes you deeply human. But while you are spinning, the next introvert is watching their battery die in real time. Your brain hates your peace. The fader. This person is a social battery that leaks acid after exactly 40 minutes. You walk into a party looking normal. You smile, you shake hands, you fake a laugh at a bad joke. But inside your chest, a timer is ticking down. You are not a person. You are a smartphone with a broken charger. Every conversation is a tax on your soul. Someone asks you about your job, and you feel 10% of your power vanish. The noise of the room starts to feel like a physical weight. The music sounds like it is being played inside your skull with a hammer. At 9:14 p.m., you hit the red zone. Your face muscles hurt from holding up the mask. You feel a cold sweat on your back. Humans think saying goodbye is polite. The fader knows that goodbye is a trap. It just leads to more talking. So you do not say a word. You wait for someone to drop a glass or tell a loud story. Then you slip out the back door like a thief in the night. You vanish. You are sitting in your silent car while they are still looking for you near the chips. You are a master of the Irish goodbye. It isn't rude, it is survival. But escaping is easy compared to the next type, who is technically present but contributes absolutely nothing. Silence is your only food. The NPC. You are not a main character. You are a background asset in a video game that nobody is playing. You sit at a busy cafe table with 5 loud friends. They are waving their hands and screaming about their weekends. You are just rendering. You sip your drink. You nod. You contribute absolutely nothing. You are a piece of furniture that eats. You are not shy. You are just on save power mode. While everyone else is fighting for the spotlight, you watch them like a scientist studying loud, hairless monkeys. You see the spit fly from their mouths when they laugh. You see the secret eye roll when the loud guy tells a boring story. You track the awkward tension like a radar. You are collecting data. You are the unspoken historian of the group. People walk past you. They talk over you. They reach across your face for the salt. Society thinks you are boring, but they are wrong. You are invisible, and that is a superpower. You see everything because nobody is looking at you. And here is your hidden strength. Because you never speak, your words have weight. When you finally open your mouth, the whole table stops. Your joke lands like a rare loot drop. It is surprising, valuable, and critical. You don't waste dialogue on small talk. You are safe in the background. But being grounded on Earth is boring compared to the next type, who has mentally left the planet entirely to fight dragons in their head. You are just human scenery, the Cloud Walker. Your body is stuck in a boring meeting about printer paper, but your mind is currently riding a dragon through a thunderstorm. You live 50% on Earth and 50% in a custom-built universe because reality is simply too flat for you. It is gray, it is full of taxes, and it lacks a good soundtrack. So, you disconnect the server. You stare out the window with a glazed look. To your boss, you look like a zombie. But inside, you are the director, writer, and lead actor of a movie that is 1,000 times better than your actual life. You rewrite awkward conversations. You invent better endings. You are saving the galaxy while everyone else is arguing about a spreadsheet. Then, disaster strikes. Someone calls your name. Hey, are you listening? The sound hits you like a bucket of ice water. You blink. The dragon vanishes. The colors of your dream world shatter. You feel the rough carpet under your feet and hear the fluorescent lights buzzing like angry flies. You have to download your consciousness back into your body just to answer a simple question. You drift through life bumping into walls. You walk into rooms and forget why you are there. You miss highway exits because you were mentally winning an argument from 2018. You are a passenger in your own skin. But here's the twist. You aren't just distracted, you are an idea factory. You bring magic into a world that is desperately boring. But while you are lost in the clouds, the next introvert is down on the ground, treating people like expensive products in a locked store. Real life is just a waiting room. The Selective. You operate on an emotional fingerprint scanner, and almost nobody passes the security check. Everyone else is just background noise. You treat your social energy like a limited supply of solid gold bars. You do not give gold to strangers. When you are in a big group, you are a stone wall. You give one-word answers. You look at your phone. You put up a closed sign on your forehead. But put you in a room with your one favorite person and you transform. You never shut up. You laugh too loud. You share your deepest secrets. It is confusing for everyone else. They think you are two different people. You are not fake. You are just efficient. You scan people like a bouncer at a club. If they don't pass the vibe check, they stay on the sidewalk. Your heart is a small, cozy apartment with only 2 chairs. Everyone else has to wait outside. You feel a physical spike of anger when a stranger touches your arm. Why are they touching the merchandise? You hate small talk about the weather. It tastes like wet cardboard in your mouth. You want the deep stuff or nothing at all. You aren't mean, you are just expensive. And most people cannot afford you. But while you carefully curate your list, the next introvert is panicking because their social software hasn't been updated since 2019. Most people are just noise. The Shy Spirit. Your social software expired years ago and you forgot to hit update. You walk into a room and you are still loading at 3%. Everyone else is talking and laughing like normal humans. You are standing there trying to remember how to move your face muscles. You are lagging. Someone shouts, "Hey, come sit with us." Your soul leaves your body. It is a soft jump scare. You do not want to be alone, but you are terrified of being seen. Your throat feels dry, like you swallowed a handful of sand. Your hands don't know where to go. Pockets? Too casual. Folded? Too mean. You just let them hang there like dead fish. You battle invisible nerves just to say hello. A simple compliment like, "Nice shirt," causes a total system freeze. You can't catch the ball. You just stand there, buffering. You want to connect, but every interaction feels like walking on a tightrope over a pit of spikes. You need patience, but the world is fast and loud. You are waiting for permission to exist. It is exhausting to be this alert all the time. But beneath the panic, you observe things gently. You are safe. But your fear is nothing compared to the next type, who locks their feelings in a vault and throws away the key. Fear is your landlord. The Iron Veil. Your face is a bank vault that never opens. Someone asks you, "How are you really feeling?" Instantly, a metal curtain slams down inside your head. You don't do it on purpose. It is a reflex. You shut the lights off and bolt the door. You give short nods. You give tiny, polite smiles. You look calm, but you are actually just hiding. You treat your emotions like rare, fragile glass sculptures. You are terrified that if you show them to someone, they will drop them and break them. So you keep them in a dark box. You don't cry in front of people. You don't share secrets. You just sit there like a stone statue. People think you are cold. You aren't cold. You are just protecting the soft goo inside. Opening up feels like handing a loaded gun to a stranger. You wait for someone to earn a security pass, but almost nobody pays the price. You are lonely inside your armor, but at least you are safe from scratches. But here's the twist. Once you let someone behind the curtain, you never kick them out. Your loyalty is absolute. It is a rare, quiet thing. But your cage is just a tin can compared to the next introvert, who thinks the outside world is a hostile alien planet. It is a quiet kind of love. The homebody. You are in a committed, romantic relationship with your mattress. Your friends scream, "Let's be spontaneous. Let's hit the night market." You look at them like they are insane. Why would you leave? The outside world has weather, noise, and strangers who want to talk to you. Your room has a blanket that already knows the exact shape of your body. Why would you betray that loyalty? Your home is not a house. It is a carefully crafted ecosystem. A warm lamp here, a specific mug there. Everything is arranged with the precision of a scientist trying to keep a rare animal alive. That animal is your peace of mind. Going out isn't just about putting on shoes. It requires emotional preparation your friends will never understand. You have to mentally build a bridge to the front door. You start negotiating with yourself like it is a hostage situation. If I go out for 60 minutes, I am allowed to hibernate for 2 days. You agree to plans, but you secretly pray for rain. When an event gets canceled, you feel a rush of pure chemical joy. But here's the secret. You aren't lazy. You have mastered the art of being alone without being lonely. Your room is a cocoon where your mind untangles itself. And if you actually invite someone into that space, that is a sign of trust so big it should come with a gold certificate. You have found your safe place. But safety is boring to the final introvert, who is diving so deep into the ocean of thought that they might run out of air. Comfort is your addiction. The depth seeker. You are allergic to the weather, not the rain or the sun, but talking about it. Small talk makes your skin crawl. You're at a party, and someone starts describing, in excruciating detail, how they rearranged their sock drawer last weekend. Everyone else nods politely. You, meanwhile, feel your soul gently packing its bags and preparing to leave your body. You physically cannot handle the boredom. Your mind is built like a deep-sea vessel, designed to explore the crushing pressure of dreams, fears, and purpose. But society keeps trying to force you to sail in a plastic kiddie pool. It is agonizing. You run aground immediately. When you ask, "How are you?" you don't want to hear, "Good." You actually mean, "How is your heart? What did life teach you this week?" You say this to a stranger, and they look at you with fear. You are intense. You ruin casual debates about pineapple on pizza because you have already mentally exiled yourself to a quiet mountaintop to think about the nature of existence. You don't hate people, you just can't survive on the surface. You live for those rare 2 a.m. conversations where the walls come down and the truth finally comes out. You don't just talk, you dive. You carry an inner world full of heavy meaning in a world that loves to float. You have found the deep end. But remember, even submarines have to come up for air eventually. Your mind is not yours.